All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So I've been saying I was going to do it. I'm clearly delayed on this, but let me cover VFF, CRON. If I have time, I'll throw in MSOS and weed as well on this one. But I got some stuff I got to do. First off, I've been a little weary about the buy the rumor, sell the news potential with Germany. Some people are actually starting to mention that Florida has a potential to put weed legalization on the ballot, and we should know on Monday. I think that might be an interesting cancellation if that's a yes. I think that yes may even supersede the sell the news. I don't know. That's an interesting one to me. So I wish I knew that when I made the other videos, but again, right, I appreciate the two-way street of knowledge. It's a beautiful thing, all right? So before we go any further and I give you more of my thoughts and opinions, though, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how these things are setting up short-term. We have our 5 moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines I do draw manually myself. And then when we are done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please subscribe to this channel, share this video online with your friends, comment good or bad if you disagree. Look, I appreciate anything you can do. I am for sure grateful you're just here, all right? So let's get into it. And look, I am starting to believe that there's going to be a healthy cool down coming, all right? A lot of the stocks have been pushing really, really high RSIs, and I think they just kind of need to start coming down. This RSI is like the main path, and maybe I'm just focusing too much on a single indicator. It's a very real thing, but MACDs are still looking all right across, but yeah, it just seems like a lot of these have run too hot. Like this went from 80 cents all the way up to almost 2x at $1.40 instead of $1.60. You know what I mean? Like there was some real good, sustainable, easy green candles here. And I say the word easy with love, right? Because nothing's easy. And you know, especially when there's been so much pain in this sector. You know what I mean? So easy really is said with love, all right? I believe that there's going to be one more time a healthy cool down, all right? I'd be curious if this 120 line holds, but yeah, I think we're basically going to be coming down towards 114. I think that's basically where the 8 moving average is going to kind of open, and I think that's actually a decent place for it to hold, all right? Otherwise, we might start talking about the 8 moving average, but I think I'm going to give the 8 some respect. Listen, I am bullish all the way down to, let's just call it here, to 90 cents. Let's say here, if this falls all the way to a 92 cents, I am still bullish. All right. I do believe that we've broken this 200 moving average, a line that's been a death line for so long, right? So no one wants to lose that much, right? That's obviously a pretty nasty drop, but again, that's what comes with this. I'm hoping the 8 moving average holds. I'm hoping we actually don't go any lower than 107. That's basically the bottom of this big bad boy right there, right? But yeah, I'm hoping that 115 is strong. I'm hoping the 8 moving average does what the 8 moving average does well, and it just lets a stock bounce on it. Hit it and go, right? Hit it and go. We've seen it so many times. Let's see it right here, right? So let's go to the weekly. Look, I know this is a little rushed and I apologize. Ooh. Big line at 140. All right, we have been completely under that 100 moving average since 2021. All right, this wick was the first wick. And look at that. The high of the week was 142. The 100 moving average was at 142. That's a big wick right there. And that's a beautiful channel right there, right? Come down. If we can get over that, we're going to start hunting that channel right there, right? So this is not going to be an easy line. Where does 140 sit? Where does 140 sit? Here. So on the daily, you can see I didn't draw that line, right? Because all I see is red, 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 green, green, green. This is a beautiful channel. I don't think I'm going to draw the 140 line, but keep that in your back pocket. I could see 140 being a very difficult line to break. But again, let's do a healthy reset. Let's bring this down to like maybe a 60-ish. Let's hold on the 8 and then let's just rerun, right? Because that'll basically just bring us down just a little bit and then just rerun, right? This 76 is a decent one, but I wouldn't mind bringing it down just a little bit so that when we get over it, we can actually sustainably go over it, right? So volume's obviously looking beautiful. A lot of good stuff in the sector, right? So a little bit of a rushed one. I'm sorry, but at least I was able to cover it, right? So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions. CRON. All right, really quickly, if you can please subscribe, please share. It's a lot of the exact same comments, actually. Look, volume's been beautiful. The RSI has been the exact same RSI and on a number of them, all right? And look, this one didn't almost 2x like the other one, right? But again, when you have so much green, 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 when your RSI spikes to a 91, right? Like, you gotta believe that healthy cool down is gonna be expected, right? So I can see us coming down to 249. I'm gonna draw this as well. I can see this coming to 235 as well. I think 235, 233, whatever. I think that's a decent line. Look, those are beautiful moving averages that are ready to come up, all right? We've hit it and bounced once. I can very much see us hit it again. And like the 8 moving average is a powerful line when it's a good friendly line too, right? So ideally the lines hold, but yeah, I think I'm going to combine these two because it really, really is a lot of the same thought, right? Oh my goodness, this one has actually gotten over. So unlike VFF, we actually did get over. And look, the distance between them was a lot different, right? It took a much bigger journey just to get to it. CRON, on the other hand, this was a smaller journey, right? Look, Doji after a big week, man. There's a decent shot that this goes for 3. If the Florida news is good, man, oh, I could see that happening. But again, let me get a little healthy cool down, and then, yeah, this thing should want to keep going. So I am liking these two, all right? I am, let's just throw in MSOS real quick. MSOS, okay. Interesting. This looks like it actually might want more. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions. If you can subscribe and share, oh, man. This looks like it might want more. All right, this is riding the 8 really nicely. That's a decent doji. It definitely held more than 50%. That's still a healthy 66. MACD's, that's an interesting one. It's a real interesting one. If Florida can do well, if the Florida news goes on the ballot, I could see that helping MSOS, and MSOS not even caring about a sell the news on the other ones, right? Because this one didn't even pop that much with the Germany thing. It clearly popped a lot with the Kamala Harris thing, but not so much with Germany, right? So maybe MSOS could be a safe haven for sell the news and give me a little bit of a Florida legalization ballot confirmation. Oh, that could be a nice little pump. This is definitely a healthier RSI than the others. Obviously, I see it coming down a little bit, but volume hasn't been beautiful. The last few have been a little better than that, obviously, but yeah, we just need a little bit more consistent volume here. Let me look at weed real quick. This is another ETF, not an ETF I was too familiar with, but they both kind of look the same. And when I looked at the top holdings, they were very, very similar. They really were. I believe weed has Curaleaf as number 1. I think MSOS has Curaleaf as number 2 or 3. TrueLeave I know is really high on one, and then again like a 2 or 3 on the other, right? So there are a lot of similarities, and that alone makes me, I understand why these look the same, right? Almost the same RSI, same MACD. Volume's a little lackluster here. Like I said, I actually don't know weed very well. I've very much known MSOS for a while, right? So I do think both could be a very interesting safe haven, though, if the Germany sell-off does happen, all right? So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions. I'm sorry for the rushed video, but hey, happy holidays to everyone, all right? Have a great one.